Hi guys, my name is Eva and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do an experiment and make some really cute Christmas melt and pour soap bars. So let's get started. For today's project we will need some soap dye. I'm going to use the beige sort of color. This is the butter cookie color. Also we will need some red. Then we will need some darker shade of red. I'm going to use cherry. And we also will need some black. As a fragrance, I chose the white musk fragrance from Soap Kitchen. I really like this one. I think it's very Christmassy. It always reminds me of Christmas. Also, we will need some spray and alcohol, some honey, and the soap mold. For today's project I'm going to use this lovely cube mold. It's very nice to use and it makes about 4 bars of soap, and total weight of the soap is about 500 grams. Also we will need some straws. These are the large ones, they're normally for the milkshakes. And we will need a pipette. First of all, we're going to cut and melt some of the clear soap base to make our first layer of the soap. It's going to be black and it's going to represent the top of Santa's belt. Also, we will use the same color to fill up the straw to make Santa's eyes. As you can see that the straw is quite long, so one straw would be absolutely enough to make both eyes. We will just have to cut the tube in half. So, let's cut some soap. Okay, the soap is cut, so we're gonna put all the pieces into the cup and melt it. This is a lovely silicone cup. I really like using it because it's so flexible and any leftovers of the soap that harden inside is very easy to take out and remelt afterwards. One of the best things created for the soap making. Whatever doesn't feed into the cup in the very beginning, we're going to add a little bit later when the soap inside half melts and free up some space. Okay, our soap is nicely melted, so we can start adding our colorants into it. For this one we're going to use the black colorant and it's going to make our first layer of the soap. Okay, the color is ready, so now we're going to add a few drops of our fragrance into the base and we will use the pipette for that. Okay, now our base is ready to work with. First of all, we're going to put a tiny little drop of the soap base onto the cotton board and try to stick our milkshake straw onto it. We have to make sure that the soap is set nicely and the straw doesn't move anywhere. Okay, now it's nice and solid, so we can pour our base inside very slowly and gradually, and we have to make sure that the soap is not too hot so it doesn't melt the little layer on the bottom that holds the straw in place. Okay, now it's done. We spray it with a little bit of alcohol and leave it there to set. And the rest of the soap base is going into the mold to create that lovely first layer of our soap. And before this layer is completely set, we're going to use the spoon to create an uneven surface on that layer. Sometimes fingers can do even a better job. The next layer is going to be red, so we're going to cut a little bit more of the clear base and tiny bit of white together. It's all done. Let's melt it. Okay, the base is melted. As you can see, it's not as clear as it would have been if we had just kept the clear base. And it's perfect for creating that thick, less transparent red that I need for this project. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the cherry red to make the color darker. Okay, now I'm happy with the color, so I'm going to fill the second straw and make Santa's nose with it. While I'm waiting on the straw to stick, I'm going to add the fragrance and half a teaspoon of honey. It makes the soap creamy and gentle to the skin and also really increases the lather. Now we're gonna pour the soap gently into the straw. And the rest of the soap goes into the mold. Make sure you spray the previous layer well with alcohol, otherwise your layers won't stick together. When the soap is half set and is still warm, I'm going to shape it with the spoon and my fingers to create an uneven and wavy surface. Now I'm going to cut the straw with the black soap. The red one still needs a bit of a time to set completely. Be very careful with the knife because it's quite sharp. The little tube is ready and it looks great. Now we're going to cut it into the size to fit our mold. The next layer is going to be Santa's beard, so we're going to melt some white soap base, add fragrance and honey into it. Our base is ready to be poured. The previous layer is nice and set, so the only thing we need to do is just spray it with alcohol and we're ready to go. While the soap is still warm, you can shape it with your fingers the way you want it. Now it's time to get Santa's nose ready. Here you go. The nose is nearly ready. The only thing left to do is to cut it into size. Our beard is still soft, which is absolutely perfect for what we need to do next. We're going to place the nose right in the middle of the mold and gently push it into the soft white. Not completely, not to break the white layer, but just make it a bit deeper down. Make sure you spray it with alcohol from both sides, so when we pour the next layer it's gonna stick nicely. While the white layer is still soft enough, you can shape it even more. We remelted the leftovers of the white soap base, and now we're going to add our beige color into it and make Santa's face. Our previous layers are nice and set, so we sprayed with rubbing alcohol and poured the next layer. What we need to do here is to cover the nose. When this layer is nearly set, we're going to put Santa's eyes in place and cover it with more beige soap. The next thing is Santa's hat, and it's going to be red. Okay, the red soap is melted and already started to cool down, because for this particular layer we need it to be easy to shape. Now we're going to melt a tiny bit of white leftovers from the beard and let it cool down till it becomes sticky and ready to harden. Spray the red layer well with alcohol and start placing the white base onto the Santa's hat. I use the spoon. I melted the rest of the white soap again and going to use it as a glue for our white decoration of the hat. Now you can clean all little bits and pieces you're not happy about, and it's done. I let my soap sit for about an hour and now it's completely hard and it's time to take it out of the mold and cut it. I seriously can't wait to see what it's gonna look like. My cutting skills are not the best, but I'm really trying to cut it straight. Oh, look at this cutie! I really like him. So here you go, Santa soap is ready. Like and comment under this video if you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Subscribe to my channel to see more cool soap crafting videos. And I hope I see you soon. Bye!